Hey, what's up? So, I have this Kendra G breakdown. Um, I want to say excuse me because I recorded this already and then something happened with the video. So, if I'm, I don't know, not as enthusiastic, not as energetic, not as, I don't know, exciting, or whatever, as I would have been with the first viewing, that's why. I recorded it. That video became useless. I was going to not record it again, right? I was not going to watch this again because I could only deal with one viewing, right, of these Kendra G videos. But I think this video was a really good one, right? You'll see. Um, so I figured, hell with it. I'll, I'll try to record it again. But if I don't seem as enthusiastic or as whatever, as animated, that's why. Okay? So, let's get started.
So I got shit. Let me see. 37, 33,
33.
28, 27, 26, and 21.
37, 33, 28, 27, 26, 21.
Yes. Two different days.
She's I skipped a little bit of it, my bad. She's telling the ages of all her kids.
How
My
many?
girls, two. My girls got their dad. My boys got their dad.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
No.
Never married?
Never married.
Why didn't you marry any of the men you had children by?
Lord Jesus. Because I don't know.
And she's 54. So, she's 54, 6 kids, 2 baby daddies. Yeah.
They
you
were
never
okay.
Let me ask you, did you never want to get married?
I never really wanted to get married, but both of my kids' dad, both of the fathers are excellent. We like best friends. So we are like best friends. Anything I need, they help the whole 9 years. We're still cool. I don't know why I didn't get married.
Well, you just said you didn't want to get married, so that's
really,
not a bad thing.
I mean, yeah, I really didn't. It's like,
okay. Do you want to get married now?
It's an option.
Why is it an option now?
Because my kids are grown. So all of my kids are grown. So this is the thing. When I had my first two are.
So, I want to say this, right? Off the bat, being 54 is a automatic red flag. As women get older, they only get harder to deal with. Why? Because they get more set in their ways. They're more jaded by the world, right? They have been pretty much doing their own thing on their own this whole time for years. So usually it's their way or the highway. You won't get a submissive woman from a 54-year-old. You won't get a helpmate from a 54-year-old, right? You won't even get a family from a 54-year-old. So, that's already a red flag. You got to know what kind of person she is. She's at least had 2 men, that wanted to be with her, and she deemed them not worthy of marriage, but good enough to have kids with. So, why would later on she qualifies for marriage then? Right? What makes her, qualify for marriage now? She has no attributes that really qualifies for marriage. Because remember, there is no benefit for a man when it comes to marriage that he wouldn't just get from boyfriend girlfriend status. There's none. Back in the day, usually that would be having kids, right? That's the kind of benefit, right? That's the kind of why you would risk it, right? To have a marriage. if you get kids with it. So, I think it's delusional, right? To want marriage now that you're in, you're in your 50s.
Or girls, right? So once I left their dad and came to Michigan, I was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So when I came to Michigan, that's when I started dating this other guy, which is my boy's dad. So I definitely didn't want to marry him because I had another father. You understand what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't want him to be over my kids as far as like. So this is what I'm saying. So if I marry this guy, right, the second guy, he's going to have more say than my children because they say that the spouse comes before everybody. So my thing was, I don't know if that's far fetched or whatever, but this was my thinking, and it could be far fetched to a lot of people. So what I'm saying is, no.
Please excuse me. This is hard. This video, while it is a great example of what I'm saying, why older women are red flags, that older women do not qualify for marriage. Listen to the delusion is it's such a drain on me, right? It's really a drain. That's why I'm showing this because it's a great example, right? It's a great example of what I'm saying. How, one, older women are red flags. Two, single mothers, as well as being older, do not qualify for marriage. So it's hard. It's taxing to listen to this.
Man is coming before my kids. That's just how that goes, and that's how it's been my whole life. So now that I'm 21, I mean, my youngest one is 21. I could do it, but when they were like younger, I was like, I'm not. I want my kids to come first. So if I was to die, I wanted to know that my kids will be able to make the choices. Somebody said you can get a living will. Yeah, I very well could, but what you got a spouse there, I don't know how that goes if I was deceased. So that was my main thing, that I didn't get married to my boy's father, which he did propose to me, but I was like, nah, because I don't know how you gonna do it if something happened to me with my girl. So even though their dad would step in. So I guess maybe I was making excuses. A lot of people say that I was scared of commitment. Both dads said I was scared of commitment, but I'm not. I just had my little reasons, and they might.
Your little reasons just supported you being scared of commitment. Because if that was your reasoning, right, your kids first, then you should have been with the first man that you had kids with, because those were his kids as well. So maybe he would pick his kids, which were your kids as well, before you. But you ask another man to now, now he's having kids with you again, which is beyond me. Beyond me that these men would give this type of woman kids. Like, did you not know that this woman would not care for you? Would not put you first? But you're fine with that. You're fine with giving kids to a woman that would not, that barely cares for you. It's beyond me.
Might have been kind of wild or far-fetched, but that was just my little thing. So I could get married. I am wife material, because first I said I'm not wife material.
You're not.
Not to suggest that I'm like promiscuous or just out here.
That's not promiscuous. It's not the only thing that qualifies for you for a wife or not. If you're a wife, well, your focus is your husband. If not because you're a mother. Wife only happens when you have a husband. So that should be the focus. That is the focus. Women nowadays do not understand what it means to be a wife. They're supposedly fine with being a mother, but they don't understand what it means to be a wife. The importance is the husband. And vice versa. The husband, his importance is his wife. Because that's the difference between a father and a husband.
It's just that I travel a lot. That's one thing. And then I like my kids and my grandkids to come first. So if I'm with a man and I get married and my grandbaby call me, I'm going. I don't care what the problem is. You see what I'm saying? So that's just how that goes. My parents are dead, both, so they can't come first. So it's like my children and my grandchildren are gonna come before any man. That's just how it goes. So if anybody marries me, whoever, if I get married, I want the man to know out here, my kids and grandkids still gonna come first. So that's just how that's going.
So how would that make you wifey material if you're gonna tell your husband he's still not gonna be first?
Oh, because I can do everything that a wife can do or would do as far as
so what is wife?
him.
Let's dissect this. What does wife material mean to you?
So I'm gonna cater whatever he wants me to do, like within reason. I'm not doing nothing crazy, but so I'm gonna make sure that the house is taken care of. I'm gonna work, so I'm not a type of person that's gonna just sit back and take care of a house or be like a housewife. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna bring to the table as well, and I'm gonna help if he needs help. I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna cook whatever he wants me really to do. So this is another thing with me. If he was to fall ill, I got his back. If he came to be incompetent in the sexual area, I'm still gonna be with him. I'm not gonna run out and be like, oh, he can't do this, can't do that, and I'm just gonna leave. I'm going to stick with him. So when I say I do, I mean damn it, I do. Not like these other people. They say I do when they know they don't, they can't, they won't. You see what I'm saying? When I say I do, it's gonna be to death to us part. That's what I'm saying. But if my grandbaby called me, then I'm gonna be like, hold on, because I gotta go do whatever she needs to be done.
You just countered what you said. So if he's sick, if your grandbaby's sick, you would actually put him second. So fine, yeah, you won't be with other men because again, your concern isn't men anyway. So no duh, you won't be promiscuous. You don't really care much for other men. You care for your kids more than other men. So really, a man with her, with this old lady, would not have to worry about other men. He just has to worry about the kids. The kids that's not his. Right? Literally, like, kids that are not his comes before him. See, it's not. See, this is the difference, right? A lot of men can understand, right? If he had a kid with someone, his wife, the mother of his child, puts his kids before him. A man can be understanding to that, right? A man can understand that because, well, it's his kids too. So it's good that she's focusing on his kids. But how would a man understand that you're focusing on some other man's kids? Your kids, but some other man's kids. Not his, right? Not his kids. So he is last place to some other man's kids. You don't understand the vows, right? You don't understand the vows at all. Literally, the vows don't talk about kids. Because this is insane. Women, what is it? There was a thing I said a while back. Women find it easier to be mothers than it is to be wives. They understand what it is like to be a mother. They don't understand what it is to what it is like to be a wife, because they don't understand putting a man first. They're not used to it, right? Because here's a woman, been with many men, most likely, definitely 2 men, and she's never put neither of these men first. Okay, so this is the thing where, you know what, stay single and die alone, right? Your kid. This is the thing, right? At the end of the day, these kids will probably move out, have their own family, do their own thing. Yeah, they'll see you, they'll do their own thing, but you won't be the center of their world while they are the center of your world. So this is why older women, well, they're fine, right? They have their kids. Hold up. Stay with that. Stick with that. Do not try to get another man into this chaos.
And then I'll be back with you. That's how it goes. But I can be wifey material. That's just that, because once I get married, it's going to be to death do us apart, and that's how it's going to be. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let me just jump. do you have married friends?
Yes.
Do, do they fall in do they is their structure the way you kind of designed it?
Theirs or mine?
Well, you're not married. I'm talking about your married friends.
Oh,
Do they have
they do
like? Do
that.
you feel like their structure is designed by the way you just described it?
No, absolutely not. No, no,
And
no.
they're married.
They're married.
So maybe that would be an indication that maybe the way you're saying isn't the way.
It could be, but no. What I'm saying is because I'm different. That's how that goes. But all the married
You
friends,
are different. You're not married. So stay with that. And it's like the people around you are married and their marriage is different to your point of views. You have to wonder why you're not married.
they do exactly like the traditional way. Their spouse is going to come before the mother, the children, and anybody else.
Well,
That's
that's what I was trying to get at. So,
yeah,
all the married friends that I know, their family unit trumps everything. Now, this is where it does get challenging when I totally understand what you're saying. Like, you
right,
have children and you have grandchildren that obviously are very important. They're your bloodline. So, I don't think there's a pushback, but it's basically you want to find a man that is going to agree to come second to those people
exactly,
in your life.
exactly.
So does that mean he could put you second to his kids too?
Yes, and that's what I want. So I'm looking for a man that's going to put his parents and his children first. Because if I'm with a man and
So you
his
want a
mom,
man that's gonna put his parents before you.
yes, ma'am, yes, oh, definitely.
So
My parents is
you want to remix the roles of marriage.
I don't know if it's remixed, but see, if my parents were still alive, for sure my mother. Oh, nobody's coming. I mean, absolutely nobody. If he gets mad, then he can go. That's how it is. And I would not allow him to put me first.
Sound like it did. It sounds like death to his part. Hmm. I'm pretty sure she would divorce him.
If his mother is still alive, it's not gonna happen. If I like a lot of people, like a lot of people that's married, I see that they won't even let his mom get in the front if he picks her up. She gotta get in the back. Now I'm steaming. I'm burning up. Like, why would you? I'm lost on that. If I got a husband and his mom, we pick her up, I'm definitely open the door, get in the back, or he could open the door for me. But I'm definitely getting in the back.
So if you get married to your husband, he picks up his mother. You believe the mother belongs in the front seat.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not putting her in the back.
Okay.
That's just that's how I am, And so that's just how I am. So and I don't know. I want him, and then he got a if he got an ex-wife or a baby mother. I want them to be cordial, and I don't want a man that's gonna down talk the ex-wife, or the baby mother. The ex. I don't like that. That doesn't appease me. You can't come to me like, oh yeah, she did that, and she did that. That's gonna turn me totally off. For the simple fact that if you doing this, first of all, you chose to have a kid with her. So she, at some point, she must have been good enough because you chose to have a kid with her. So don't come to me talking about, oh, she was this and she was that, and dogging her out, because I'm female liberated. I'm gonna stick with females. So he gonna have. Don't come to me with yeah,
So so in an argument, your husband, you will take the side of somebody else over your husband's side.
What you mean?
You said you're female liberated. So if your husband came to you and he was talking about a different woman, you are saying you would side with the woman before you side with your husband?
Yeah, if it's within reason. I mean, if she did something.
Everything she says, right, is counteract supposed wifey material. Like the mother as comes before the man, children come before the man, grandkids become before the man, other baby mamas come before the man, a cousin, uncle, a cousin, aunt, grandma. I don't know. Any other woman will come before this man. Any other kids will come before this man. I really want to see what man would DM this woman. I really do. I really, really do.
Like outlandish, then I can't. I obviously can't take her side. But if he comes say, "Oh yeah, that B did this and that B did that," and she ain't shit, all of that, no, that's not gonna make me. That doesn't appease me because I
I
don't
see.
want you to talk about her to me. Now he can talk to her or talk about her to anybody else, but don't come to me and bash her because at some point you you liked her, loved her, or whatever to be with her. So don't come to me and say all these bad things because it's a lot of females. They what I'm trying to say is a lot of females love when men talk about their kid's mother or their ex. It makes them feel like, oh yeah, he really don't like her. So they feed into that. That's not how you get me. Because if you talk about her, damn it, if we don't make it, you're gonna talk about me. That's just how I feel. That's what it does. You know what I'm saying? So he can have his ill feelings if he wants to. Just don't bring them to my attention, because it's not gonna get you nothing but probably cussed out nine
Okay,
times
fair
out of
enough.
10.
Let's go. I do want to say this one thing. I do believe you can make your own individual marriage. Not one. Not, people. Well, we all know everybody's not going to get married, and we know the statistics. I'm not going to be up here. I don't like to. But again, not every marriage is the same. And
Right.
there's some people. I'm gonna just use. I not only use celebrities.
Respect. Um. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
Okay, we say
If
at
it's
times.
I know that irritates me when I hear people say So I want him to be family oriented, and especially with the mother, his mom, his kid's mother, if he has kids. I want him. I just like because a man that has a relationship with his mother and with his ex-wife or his kid's mother, that shows a lot. When they have a relationship with them, it tells me a lot. So that's like where the integrity thing comes in, self-respect, the self-love, and let me see what else I want.
Any man that has any form of self love would not get with this woman. If you care for yourself in you know, any amount of way, right? You will be a fool to get with a woman that will care for you so little. That will put you so far down the priority list. You are a fool. Any man that gets with a woman that obviously would not take his that would not be behind him. I mean, there is within reasons, but I mean, you should be behind your husband. If there's anybody like arguments, you should you he if he can depend on anybody, it should be you, right? It should be his wife. So for his wife to stick up for other people, it kind of gets ridiculous. I mean, unless he is that terrible of a man and just cursing random people, maybe, but I just don't think that if you picked a man that you can't see you believing in and supporting throughout any kind of situation, I don't know. So I just think that any man that cares for himself, has any integrity, has any self love, will be foolish to get with this kind of woman.
Dang, that's pretty much it as far as what I want. But I got a lot of don't want, so that's probably why I'm single.
Well, let's get to it, girl.
The
What's the
deal
deal
breakers
breaker
all good, and
list?
that's probably why I'm single. Shit.
What's the deal breaker list?
Okay, so I don't want a man that's insecure. That if I go somewhere and I don't get back on at the time that I'm supposed to, I don't want to hear where you been and this and that or accusing me. I don't like that because I will leave quick. I don't want a man to call me a B. Man call me a B, I'm gone. 2.2 seconds.
Absolutely.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
very understood.
Yep. No. I don't want any. Um, what is it?
Can you turn the TV off in the background? Is that
Can
possible?
y'all turn hello? Can y'all turn that down some? Y'all wait till Kendra G pick me and then turn that shit up. Turn that top. I need it down, like silent down. Yep, that's fine. Thank you, honey buns. I appreciate you. Yep, yep.
Okay, that was your deal breaker list, right?
Nope, nope. My deal breaker. Oh Lord, we on my deal breaker.
Yes.
Sorry, I got interrupted. So the deal breaker is the domestic. Don't touch me because I don't know how that's gonna end. But so no, don't touch me. Don't call me out my name. I don't want tattoos, Lord. No smokers. No piercings. No hair. I like bald head, man. I don't want no dreads, no bread. It looks good, but it's just not good for me. Let me see. No piercing. Mm, I said smoking. That's he can drink, but not excessively. That's fine. But no smoking, nothing. No cigarettes, no blunts. Maybe a cigar every now and then. We might go to a cigar bar, just maybe. And that's pretty much it. Don't be laughing, Kendra. Damn it. Now you see why I'm single. Shit, everybody got tattoos. Everybody got damn hair. Listen, I'll be by myself for the rest of my life. Nah, I ain't.
You
Words
should.
are
Yeah, you
powerful,
will
so
be.
don't. I mean,
I
I
know that's
believe
right.
you could. Don't curse yourself. But let's
Right,
keep
right. I
going.
won't. I won't.
You you're already cursed, right? Your attitude, your personality has already cursed you. So
Um, does he have to look a certain way?
I just make bald head for sure, or low cut. Nah, he don't have to be too tall. I'm 5'6", so 5'6" or better.
What was your hair requirement? Said he can't have hair.
Or it could be low. I just don't like the dreads, the afros. I don't like hair.
You don't like hair. Okay.
Not man with hair.
What about money? Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
50 or better, as long as he can uh, pay his car note and his rent.
Um,
I can help if he falls short, but yeah.
let's do the Kendra Cam unique.
Oh Lord. Okay, let's see. Whew.
All right, we see
Can
you,
you see
mama.
me?
We get ooh, turn around. Look at that booty. Unique. What was your last relationship?
Well, whew, it's been a long time, but let me tell you, I have a friend since 2009, and he's like, I just call him my lay and play buddy. So that's the person that I
You
just
call him your what?
my lay and play buddy
Lay and play buddy. What does that
since
mean?
2009 is lay and play.
this is what I'm saying, right? Women that are in their 50s and above, I think even in their 40s and above, right? Just have that. Have sexual partners. That's it. I think that's perfectly fine. I do not understand why women above 40 want commitment of any kind. I don't understand. You spent years, most of your life, most of your youth, not prioritizing commitment, not prioritizing marriage. Why want it when you are so much older? Why? Because I mean, you're not fit for marriage and commitment. You're difficult. You've already built kind of your life already. You you know, the things that you are, the personality you have, is pretty much set in stone, right? So really, this is the thing, right? Sometimes we as humans in relationships, we don't understand that there is another person that has their own thoughts, their own feelings, their own desires, their own way of doing things. When you are at a certain age, you will be hard to change your life to fit someone else in that life. So why even try? This is the thing, right? At 54, you can't build. You're not going to build with no man anymore, right? Even at 40, you're really not going to build with a man. So really, you know, Why? Why even try it? That's what I'm saying. It's like it's stupid. It's ridiculous. You know, don't. Just do what this woman is doing, right? Have sexual partners, right? Have men that you can have intimacy with. Have men you can have, situationships with. Boyfriend or girlfriend, maybe, right? When you're at the age, maybe. But marriage, that should not even be in your vocabulary.
Oh, y'all just have sex, but y'all not
That's
in a
it.
relationship.
Yes.
Are
And
you fine with that?
He's fine with it.
Are you fine with it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I travel a lot, so I don't want nobody up close and personal. It might change, but he's in Texas, so yeah. So
How
we
often do you
just
guys see each other?
either here comes to Michigan. Most of the times I go to wherever he's at in Texas. He's in the military. He's retired now. However, I always go since 2009, at least 4 times out of a year. I'd fly to wherever he's at. So right now
So
he's
you
in
see him
Texas.
4 times out the year.
Yes.
Well, I mean, if that works for you, then that works for you. So you're
Yeah,
fine with it.
it's been working so far. And I thought I thought he would have moved on by now, got married, but I guess
You think
he
you're the
thought.
only woman?
No, hell no. Kendra,
Then why would he get married? Why would he get married and be only with one woman when he could be with multiple?
because at some point most men they get tired and they no, you don't
No.
think so?
I mean, I don't know about most. Now, I think well, first of all, not this guy's case. Like, I don't.
He's 65. Yeah, he better try
Yeah,
to settle
not
somewhere.
everybody gets married. Not everybody settles down. Oh, if he's 65, this is who he is.
Yeah, at this point. But I was like, I was just helping him. I told him it was just because he always was like, well, you don't want a monogamous relationship, and I said, yeah, I know that. I told you that in 2009. So here it is, 2023. So it still stands. I don't think he's cool. He's cool. He's cool. So.
Okay, but he's not someone you want to be in a relationship with. So I guess
Exactly.
my question to you is, do you not want a monogamous relationship?
I do.
Since when? Since when you've wanted that?
Probably like 5 years ago.
Okay, for the last 5 years you decided
about
you
the
wanted
5. Yeah, I definitely would love to have a monogamous relationship.
When she was 49, she wanted a monogamous relationship. When she was 49. God, this woman is so hard to listen to. She really is. Because she's the epitome of delusion, of hypocrisy, of insanity. Monogamous relationship? You don't qualify for it. You don't. I think, like, let's say this, right? Men that are just like women too, right? Men that are in their 50s and above, if they haven't been married yet, the chances are that let's just say things what I was just saying about older women, right? A lot of times for a man, it's kind of the same. He's set in his ways as well. So the chances that he will get married aren't that high. Unless, like I said, maybe he's gotten a lady that's younger than him, have a kid with her, he'll probably marry her, right? But the chances are, if he's dating women that are around his own age, it is not likely that he sees the benefit in marriage. So, even men in this age bracket, I wouldn't say that they are marriage minded either, because they've spent most of their life not married. So really, in the 50s, in the 60s, what's the point in marrying now? So really, it's like there's absolutely no benefit. What is it? 20 years of tax discounts? You're a senior citizen. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's. Are there? I mean, I'm thinking there's so many benefits for a senior citizen, so I'm figuring there might be tax discounts already for senior citizens. So,
relationships more up close and personal, and like in the home or some to that nature. Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of the long distance relationship, it's been working just because I make it work.
Okay. What are 3 flaws you have to work on, sweetheart?
I being nonchalant. That's because I'm. A lot of people say I'm insensitive, but I'm not. And I have to work on because I will leave in 2.2 seconds. So if I feel like it's getting like either hostile, or if I feel like I'm or a bug to you, which I don't really bug nobody, but if I feel like I'm unwanted, I will go. So if you give me the indication that I will go, and that's where a lot of men, I'm not gonna say a lot, but at least two other men was like, yeah. And so when I go, they're like, what? One called me a B, and I've known him. I have known him for a long time. So 2007, yeah, something happened, and he called me a B, and I was gone. So he's like, as long as I've been knowing you, I call you a B, and that's what happens. And I'm like, yeah, because I told you that's what I'm
Well,
like.
that's
So
justifiable.
yeah, so that's a lot of people say I'm insensitive. So I need my flaws is my mouth because I have no filter, and then being so nonchalant, and then need to maybe I need patience. I need to work on the patience because I will leave, and they be like, good grief, like I just go and act like you never even existed, and so that's how I am.
Okay.
I need to
And
work
why
on it.
would a woman be lucky to be with you? We started
No,
off with
not a
you.
woman. Hello, come on, Kendra, don't do me that. But
Oh, I apologize. I apologize. You are correct. I'm tired. So,
listen,
um,
you're gonna have women out here trying to in my DM inbox,
maybe
men
do that.
and
only,
they
men
gonna get
only,
cussed
men
out.
only. What's the age range you want to date, sweetheart?
So I'm gonna do 58 to like 68.
58 to 68?
Yes.
58, 58, 58 to 68. Does he have to be in where are you, Michigan?
No, ma'am. I don't want anybody from Michigan. That's a hell to the north. Not nan. Don't y'all
Are
from
you going to
Michigan? Please.
relocate?
They can. I can relocate that. I can do that. I don't want nobody in Michigan. They horrible.
Okay, no men in
Yeah, they're
Michigan.
gonna be like Deshaun, 29, and Deshaun didn't get the. Cause you see how he did all that cussing. That was I was trying to get on there so bad. The Deshaun from Detroit talking about he
I know what you're
29 years
talking about.
old.
People cuss everywhere, though. People
Yeah,
cuss
but what
everywhere.
I'm saying, he was not supposed to cuss you out like that. As a
It's
man,
okay, girl. It's okay. Let me tell you something. I, first of all, y'all always do know I put that out in the world. Like, you know of that video because I put that video out,
yeah,
and I did it for several reasons. Because I wanted y'all to know I could get it too, and I'm okay with getting it too. I'm very secure who I am, so
yeah, yeah,
I mean, it is. You can have a
yeah,
thought about me, but no one's thought of me becomes my thought of me. But
yeah,
I really put it out there. Um, because I wanted y'all to know that. And then secondly, I mean, it was really the biggest blessing. It is the most talked about video ever on my show. So,
but
you
it was
know,
embarrassing. It's like, dang,
it
this is
wasn't
all.
embarrassing to me. I
I
wasn't
mean, it's
embarrassed.
just embarrassing for me to watch. This is a black man doing all of this. It was uncalled for, but it is what it is. I got over it. I'm sure you got
Yeah,
over
girl,
it.
this is
I was
life,
mad. I was
child.
trying. Look, I was trying to go to Detroit and find him. And though I do go off sometimes, and I'm real fun to be with. Real fun. I'm independent, very independent, and this is the thing. I can help. So he would know that I don't ask for much. I don't ask for nothing really. I'll do my own thing. If we were to break down, we're not calling AAA. I'm gonna get out there and help him change. We're gonna change that tire. We're not waiting for AAA, especially if they say it's 2 hours. So a guy would be lucky to me. I mean, a guy would be lucky to be with me because I got his back. I'm not
You
gonna leave
don't.
him high and dry. I'm not. I don't. I'm.
Oh God, this woman is so insufferable. Practically everything she says is not wifey material, right? Like I said, I'm done with it. She should just stick with the situationships, right? The sexual relationships she has, or get a new sexual relationship. This woman is insufferable. All right, that's it. I'm done. Later, guys.